What is up, guys? Boomerang here today, bringing you another video on the Town Hall 9 series. So I know we've been covering a lot on Gohobo, and this is yet another one. But again, just to reinforce that this attack strategy really is the meta still. I know today we just got some new updates like the headhunter and they moved the lightning spell down to a one space, and I think they also decreased the damage. So I've kind of been looking and doing some research on the numbers. It looks like it doesn't really change the game for anybody below 10 whole 9 and below. It really the math is still very simple. So when you used to use one spell, now it's two, but it takes the same amount of space, and it does very similar damage. It does a fraction more, I believe, but it doesn't really help you take out an extra air defense. But it does actually help you at Town Hall 10 or above, and I will make a series on that separately. But for this one, we'll continue working on Gohobo, and I'm going to show you guys a base from our current war that I just 3-starred with my Yavin account. So I'm going to go to the replay real quick. So again, guys, this is another very popular base. You see them a lot in war. Again, nothing too creative or difficult. I know that sometimes when we practice on some of my tougher bases, but this is a really, again, this is very cookie cutter. As you can see, they still kind of hold the huts in the corners, kind of hoping that you'll run out of time. This is why you bring 2 archers. You put the archers in the corners, a couple of them, and that'll take care of them. I think I put a wizard there and a wizard there. The other thing too is that this war, surprisingly, they forgot to put, I don't know if they forgot, maybe they just didn't want to put in clan castle troops. So it was a lot easier for that matter, but you'll see in this raid, I actually have my king, I believe, or queen, I think it's my king goes sideways. It doesn't go into the base. I don't funnel properly. But even then, it's still such a powerful attack. So let's watch, and I'll pause at certain areas. Okay, so I'm gonna pause right there. This is where I make mistake number 1. As you can see, I put a wizard on each one of these huts, and I think 2 wizards, 2 archers on the top one. So those will not become a problem if I have a time issue. We shouldn't. Now, I drop my heroes a bit too fast here. And so my king immediately starts targeting this barrack right here on the right side. The queen is gonna target the wizard tower because it's closer and she can go over the wall really with the crossbow. But the king here is going to path around this way, and no matter when I drop my jump spell, he's going to continue. So the only advice here would be let those wizards hit those buildings a little longer and then drop the jump spell. So let's keep watching. I'll pause right there. I'm not sure if you guys caught that. There was a lot that happened there. A lot of troops dropped. This is where a lot of people can make very crucial mistakes in Gohobo. There's a lot of things moving in just your kill squad. And so, as you can see, I dropped my queen, my king, my queen, and then I dropped the bowlers with the jump spell pretty much at the same time. And so if you don't hurry, those bowlers will walk on you really fast. They have a really weird pathing at times, so you gotta drop that jump spell. And you'll see too, this queen engages and she starts hitting the golem. I don't have to put a free spell on her, but I do either way because 1, there's no CC troops, so normally you would use that free spell on the CC troops. But number 2, I want to keep my golem a little longer, so I actually put that on her so the golem doesn't break. And you'll see again the mistake is gonna come to fruition here. The king is gonna walk to the right side. And this right here, guys, again, not a huge mistake, but a mistake big enough that it could cost you a raid. And also your king is gonna take out some outside buildings, but it really, there's more use for the king going in the center. The other thing you'll notice is, why did I come in from this side? Because the queen is here, the king is there, and he'll access kind of quickly from here. And then the bomb tower is there. That's one of the threats to the hogs, as we discussed in previous videos. So let's keep watching. So as you can see, I paused it right on time as I'm dropping my hogs. Why here? Really, there's two reasons. Normally, I don't think I would have dropped them here. I think I would have preferred maybe a further drop up here. But the reason here is the king is already taking so much damage that, and he's kind of gone sideways. I'm going to use him as a meat shield. As I said, the king is sort of in the setup. You have two golems. He's your third tank. He's not as strong as a golem, but he'll tank a lot of damage. And he hasn't used this ability. So I'm going to use the opportunity while this wizard tower, this archer tower, and this mortar are all targeting right here. This king is going to engage, but it doesn't matter because he'll probably hop and there's a chance that my king can take him out. But now my hawks will be able to infiltrate the base very easily. This archer tower will go down, so the hawks will path from here to here to here to here and potentially to the center. We want to get them to the center as quickly as possible. Those expos can kill your hogs pretty fast, especially when there's no cover. As you can see, this golem right here is running out of life, and this one's gone left. So this guy's gonna protect the queen. And this one is really gonna go away quickly. So there's not gonna be anything protecting the hogs from taking heat from these max level expos. As you can see here, I made another small mistake. Again, very tiny one. I would have liked my heel placement to be a little closer to that Expo and the Tesla towers there. Fortunately, I had my other free spell because, again, there's no CC troops. I was allowed another mistake. I placed it down because I knew there was going to be another Tesla coming up there. And so that freezes the Expo and the two Teslas just for a little bit of time. I'm using my max free spell. So this is going to give my hogs a lot of time to take out the Expo, to take out the two Tesla towers, which fire very rapidly at the hogs. And then the hogs, as you can see, the other Expo is gone. At this point, my hogs are going to path nicely this way into this wizard tower and sort of around the base. Really, at this point this is where Go-Hobo becomes so overpowering. There's really nothing that's going to stop this hogs. I mean, maybe there's some bombs here, and if I'm not careful dropping my heal spells, they could be taken out very easily. So at this point, I know, and I pre-planned on the raid, that there is going to be bombs right there. There's really no other spots inside the base. Maybe some spring traps around here, but it doesn't really matter. So I have two more heal spells. I think I dropped one right in this area by the archer tower, and my last one comes here toward the end. So at this point, guys, again, it's pretty much a wrap. So I'll let you watch the end of the raid. One last comment here. As you can see, we did mention about the heal spell, and bombs can pop right in there. So this covers a huge area, the last 4 defenses. Those hogs will survive the rest of the raid, and they will help you clean up. I know sometimes we're like, yeah, the hogs can kind of just, be all destroyed at the end. If you don't want to run time issues, you definitely want to manage how many hogs you have at the end. The final thing is, I'm starting to save out of the 12 wizards that I bring into a raid. I only dropped 10 in the initial funnel, and I saved 2 for the end. Why? Again, this is a precaution. In case you're running out of time, you want to make sure that you have some cleanup trips. Let's say you misplace 1 or 2 of your heal spells and your hogs get wiped out, or you only have maybe 2 or 3. You'll be able to have a couple wizards to help you clean some of the trash buildings outside. They inflict a lot of damage. So that's my last comment on this raid. And that is how you 3-star this Town Hall 9 base. I'm going to call it maybe I'm not sure. It kind of has a little bit of a hint of looks like a spider a little bit. I don't know if you guys see that. So let's call it the spider. How to 3-star the spider at Town Hall 9. This is a maxed base, guys. Not max heroes, no CC troops, but the only thing that changes is if there's CC troops, if the heroes are a little higher level, it shouldn't really change. You saw how many spirit troops we had at the end and how much time. I think this total raid was like just a little over 2 minutes. So if you're facing this base with CC troops and higher level heroes, again, very rare to find super high level heroes, you can 3-star it very easily with the exact same steps. That is it, guys, for this quick walkthrough. I will continue posting more Town Hall 9 bases as we find them, especially the higher level bases, and the ones that are very, very common. That way you guys have kind of a little bit of a library of different options of how to come in with your kill squad, why we're coming in from that side, and also where to come in with your hogs, which is very important. If the hogs splinter, as we've mentioned before, your heal spell drops are not going to be as efficient. It's better, and if they do split, then you want to kind of make that decision of how can I sort of foresee where I'm going to place my heal spell so that they don't die, or that I'm not healing only 2 or 3 hogs, so that I heal the max amount of hogs. Thank you guys for tuning in for this episode, and we will see you on the next one.